Hey everyone, welcome back. Ever feel like you're kind of just going through the motions, like you're stuck in a rut you didn't even choose?
Yeah, I get that.
Well, today we're diving into a book that might just offer a way out. The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's all about recognizing and breaking free from those hidden rules we live by the ones that keep us from experiencing real freedom and joy.
Sounds intriguing.
And get this, the book draws on ancient Toltec wisdom.
Toltec wisdom.
Yep, sounds kind of mysterious,
It
right?
does a bit, yeah.
But trust me, Ruiz presents it in a very practical way.
Okay, I'm curious.
So are you ready to explore some powerful ideas for personal transformation?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Awesome. So this book, The Four Agreements, what's the big idea? What's it all about?
Well, at its core, it's about ditching those old, often unconscious agreements that cause us stress and replacing them with new ones. New agreements that actually serve us, that help us create a happier, more fulfilling life.
Like a reset button for our thinking almost.
Yeah. Exactly, like updating your operating system.
I like that. So where do the Toltecs fit into all of this?
Well, Ruiz draws on Toltec wisdom to explain a really fascinating concept called domestication.
Domestication.
Yeah, like, training a pet. But in this case, it's about how we humans are domesticated by society.
Ah, okay. So not literally domesticated then.
Right. It's more about how our upbringing shapes our beliefs and behaviors. Like, think about it. From a young age, we're rewarded for good behavior and punished for bad.
All right, that's true.
And over time, this creates a system of beliefs about who we are and how we should act.
So we kind of download a set of rules without even realizing it.
Exactly. And those rules, that operating system, become our personal book of law, as Ruiz calls it. We start judging ourselves and others based on these unwritten guidelines.
That's a pretty powerful image, a book of law we didn't even write.
It is, isn't it? And we might even end up chasing things that don't truly resonate with us just because our book of law says we should.
Wow, so it's like we're living someone else's dream almost.
In a way, yes. And the Four Agreements offer a path to waking up from that dream and stepping into a reality. We create ourselves a reality based on personal freedom and joy.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, how do we even begin to break free from these deeply ingrained beliefs?
Well, that's where the Four Agreements come in. They're like a toolkit for rewriting the code of our book of law.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued. So what's the first agreement, the first tool in this
The
toolkit?
first agreement is be impeccable with your word.
Be impeccable with your word. Okay, so like choose your words carefully.
It's definitely more than that. It's about recognizing that our words have immense power.
Power.
Yes, Ruiz says they're like magic spells. They can create or destroy, build up or tear down, both ourselves and others.
I've never thought about it that way.
It's a pretty profound idea, and it goes beyond just avoiding gossip or trying to be nice. It's about understanding the energy behind our words.
The energy.
Yeah. Like, for example, harsh self-criticism. Ruiz says that's a form of self-rejection. It's like using your words to cast a spell of negativity on yourself.
So by being more mindful of our words, we can start to heal that relationship with ourselves.
Exactly. We start choosing words that are kind, truthful, and aligned with our highest good.
So it's about using the magic of our words for good.
Absolutely. All right, so ready for agreement number 2.
Wait on me.
This one's a real mind bender. Don't take anything personally.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't take anything personally. Come on. How is that even remotely possible?
I know, right? It sounds almost impossible.
It does. People can be so incredibly rude.
They can. But here's the thing. Think about it this way. Everyone's living in their own little world,
Okay, yeah.
shaped by their own unique experiences and beliefs. So when someone says or does something hurtful, it's usually more about them than it is about you.
So it's like their stuff, not my stuff.
Precisely. By not taking things personally, you detach your self-worth from the opinions of others.
Boy, I like that.
It's incredibly freeing.
So if I master this agreement, no one can ever hurt my feelings again.
Well, it's not about becoming totally immune to criticism. It's more about recognizing you have a choice in how you respond.
A choice.
Yeah, you can choose to engage in the drama, or you can choose to step back and just observe it without getting swept away by it.
So it's about having that emotional distance, not letting things get under your skin.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this could be.
It is. It really is.
All right, what about the third agreement then? What's that one all about?
The third agreement is don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions. Okay, I can get behind that.
We humans are expert storytellers,
We are. We love a good narrative.
We do, and often we fill in the blanks with our own assumptions. We assume we know what others are thinking or feeling,
Oh, yeah, all the time.
and that can lead to all sorts of misunderstandings.
Oh, big time. Especially in relationships. I find myself expecting my partner to just know what I'm thinking.
Right, and then getting frustrated when they don't.
Exactly.
It's a common trap, but this agreement encourages us to communicate more clearly, to ask questions, instead of just assuming.
So instead of getting all worked up about something, we just stop and say, hey, what did you mean by that?
Exactly.
Okay, I can definitely see the value in that. Less drama, more clarity.
That's the idea.
All right, bring on agreement number 4.
The fourth agreement is always do your best.
Always do your best. Okay, that sounds simple enough. But is it about striving for perfection?
Not at all. It's not about perfection. It's about effort and intention, not about reaching some impossible standard.
Okay, good, because that sounds exhausting.
It is. And besides, your best is going to vary from day to day, right?
Yeah, some days my best is making it to the coffee machine.
Exactly. It's about showing up fully in each moment, whatever that looks like for you.
Being present.
Yes.
Okay, I'm starting to see how these agreements all tie together. It's about taking responsibility for our thoughts, our words, our actions. It is. It's about recognizing that we have more power than we realize to shape our own experience. But these are big concepts, big shifts in perspective. Ruiz talks about this Toltec path to freedom. What exactly does that look like?
It's a journey of self-discovery. It's a process of becoming aware of all those hidden forces that are shaping our thoughts and behaviors.
So like a deep dive into our own minds.
Exactly. Ruiz uses a really interesting metaphor, the parasite. He compares those negative thoughts and self-doubts to a parasite.
A parasite.
Yeah. He says it feeds on our energy and keeps us trapped in this cycle of suffering.
Okay, I get the analogy. A bit creepy, but I get it.
The
So how do we fight off this inner parasite?
Toltecs offer 3 tools: awareness, transformation, and something called the initiation of the dead.
The initiation of the dead. That sounds intense.
It is powerful, but it's not about literally dying. It's more of an internal process.
Okay, good.
It's about letting go of the old
what?
beliefs, the old patterns, the old stories that are holding us back.
So like shedding a skin.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's about recognizing that we're constantly evolving and that letting go makes space for something new to emerge.
So it's about embracing change and stepping into the unknown.
It is. It's about having the courage to release those old limiting beliefs and, embracing the possibility of becoming something even more amazing.
Wow, that's a powerful idea. Letting go to become more of who we truly are.
It is.
But let's be honest, these are some pretty big shifts in perspective. How do we actually put these agreements into practice in everyday life?
Well, remember that fourth agreement. Always do your best.
Yeah.
It applies here, too. It's a journey, not a destination.
Okay. So we don't have to get it perfect right away.
Exactly. Start small. Pick one agreement that really resonates with you and focus on integrating it into your life.
So like maybe I could start by paying more attention to my self-talk, noticing when I'm being super critical, and choosing kinder words instead.
That's a great place to start. Or maybe you could focus on not taking things personally in a certain relationship that's, been kind of challenging.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Just see if you can observe your reactions without getting totally swept away by them.
So we're training our minds almost, building new habits.
Exactly.
But what about those inevitable slip-ups? We're not going to be perfect at this.
Of course not. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
The key is to be patient with yourself.
Mm.
Just notice when you've fallen back into old patterns, but don't judge yourself for it. Just gently guide yourself back to the agreements.
So it's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
That's really reassuring, actually. It's
Oh.
easy to get discouraged when we're trying to make big changes.
I know it is, but it's a process. It's a lifelong journey of awareness and growth.
A journey.
And the more we practice, the more we start to see the magic of these agreements unfolding in our lives.
A magic, huh?
Our relationships become more harmonious. We experience greater inner peace. And we feel this sense of freedom that comes from living in alignment with who we truly are.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the 4 agreements, what's the one thing you hope our listeners will take away from all of this?
I think the most important thing to remember is that you have the power to choose. You can choose to keep living in that dream of the planet ruled by, all those unconscious beliefs and fears.
Yeah.
Or you can choose to wake up and create a dream of your own.
A dream grounded in freedom and joy.
Exactly.
That's incredibly inspiring. Now, before we go, we'd love to hear from you. Which agreement resonated with you the most? What insights or aha moments did you have during our conversation?
Yeah, and what feels most challenging for you about putting these agreements into practice? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. We're all on this journey together, and your insights and experiences are valuable to the entire community.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. And remember, you have the power to create a life you truly love. So let's keep the conversation going.